He's getting a relatively decent price to hit an 8 or a 6 on the turn.
Yeah, he still is getting a pretty good price, about 4 to 1.
The turn is not an 8 or a 6, but it is a 3, and Ilary takes the lead with 3 threes.
It's a card that doesn't look like it changes much. McPhee still thinking his kings are best. Ilary's going to lead out here. A big spot for Ilary. The 2 chip leaders in the tournament. He's now spiked to 3 to take the huge lead in the hand.
And Inazan, again, putting his foot in it slightly and deciding to raise in a situation where he's got the worst of it.
Wow, what a break for McPhee. He might be able to get away from this hand now. After 2 players called him on the flop, now Ilary leads the turn, and Inazan raises. He can get away from kings.
Inazan has done Kevin McPhee a huge favor here.
But he doesn't want to fold kings on an all undercard board, but it looks like he has to. Very tough spot for McPhee. Turns out it's a really great job that Inazan's done for him.
But by no means is this an easy decision. By no means is this an easy laydown.
He lined up a raise. He's thinking about it. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Kevin.
And he has laid it down. And great players can make those kind of laydowns.
Inazan now representing the 7-4. Hard for Ilary to think his 3 threes are not best.
I'm all in.
He shoves on Inazan. And the Frenchman quickly folds and realizes that once again he made the wrong move at the wrong time.
Inazan keeps stepping in it, putting in large chunks of chips.
How did you fold?
Huh?
Why did you fold kings? Red folded kings.
He's not giving anything away.
I imagine it was a decent fold. Unless you guys are just like a couple sickos. But you guys are sick, so.
The other one had it. Ilary has taken the chip lead now at this final table.
Wow. Folding kings.
It's all to play for in Berlin. 4 players remain and there's big money at stake. Fourth takes home €280,000. 70k more for third. Second place bags over €500,000. But first prize is €1 million. The heat is on.
Bakocalio's stack, for the most part, going in the right direction and now up to 12.5 million. And as far as aggression is concerned, 2/3 of the time he's betting, he is raising.
Yeah. Ilary going after chips like the Cookie Monster goes after cookies.
Very nice. Well, we're going to sweat with former chip leader Kevin McPhee. We're only going to see his whole cards in this particular hand. He's got King 4 of hearts. He's on the button.
Suited king on the button. With McPhee's image, his usual activity, he makes the raise.
So we won't see Bakocalio's hand until the hand is completed. So what's he going to defend his big blind with in this spot, Gavin?
He's defending with all kinds of things. Big aces, suited small aces, pairs, suited connectors.
Fee has hit top pair.
Top pair, bad kicker, and he's certainly going to bet.
It makes it 360,000. And Bakocalio looks like he's going to make the call. Do you gain any more information about his hand?
Well, you definitely get some information. He could have a decent king like king 10 that he doesn't want to get too involved with. He might have something like 7-8, which just got there on the turn, 9-8, 9-10. Pairs that want to get to showdown pretty cheaply.
Check, check on the turn. A king on the river. McPhee now with 3 of a kind. And crucially, Takakallio has checked the river.
Takakallio has checked the river, which to me signifies he has some sort of showdown value. He might have a hand like ace-9, 9-10, something that would actually probably be able to call a bet on the river.
So what size should McPhee make that bet?
I'd say around 750 to 800,000 would be a good bet.
That's 880.
880.
If, in fact, Ilari has a hand like 9-10 or ace-9, he's put to a tough decision here. McPhee checking the turn makes it harder to believe that he has a king.
Is McPhee going to get paid off?
Obviously, Ilari thinks it's a tough decision.
He is going to call. McPhee will show the king. And Ilari actually had a 6, not a 9.
Well, I guess he thought that McPhee wouldn't bet a 9 on the river. So it's either a king or absolutely nothing.
8-7? 8-7?
Kevin and Ilari then way out in front at the top of the chip count and seemingly enjoying a private duel of their own. Over the next 20 hands, the back and forth continued. And as we rejoin the action, Ilari has regained the chip lead. But what can Inizan and Vasek do? Can they mount a challenge themselves? Let's get back to the action to find out.
The blinds are 60 and 120,000, and Artur Vasek is sitting there with about 13 big blinds. At least he's got a hand though, queens, and he's trying to trap with those queens. He's just called.
I'd prefer to see him move in because the blinds and antes are a significant addition to his stack.
Takakallio trying to see a cheap flop with the 7-4 of spades. Inizan says raise. He's got kings. The thing is, it doesn't really matter, does it? If Vasek had raised, Inizan still puts them all in. Either way, these two guys are going to go at it, and Vasek's going to be 4-1 underdog.
Yeah, one way or another, all the money was going in on this pot. And there it goes.
Takakallio can get out of the way. The insta-call from Inizan. There it is.
Wow.
And a horrible spot for Artur.
Wow.
He's been so patient, and now he finds himself in this spot.
Must have had jacks, right? yeah.
Jacks.
Bit of a sarcastic comment. Tough for Artur here, four-handed, pick up queens and not have the best hand. Very bad luck.
His lucky noise will bring a queen. I can feel it. Well, it'll bring him a straight draw at least.
An exciting flop.
The turn card is the deuce of spades. So Vasek needs to see an 8 or a king on the river. Crucially, doesn't want to see a queen because that would give Inizan a straight. It's a blank, the kings hold up, and we lose Artur Vasek. He is our 4th place finisher. He will collect 280,000 euros. His 4th EPT, his first cash.
Okay.
And as well as the money, Gavin, he's probably picked up some valuable experience of playing against some elite pros.
Hopefully he uses that experience, turn it into some more final tables on future EPT seasons.
So 3 players left. Takakallio still with the chip lead. Inizan, a new short stack.
Short stack's a relative term. He's got over 60 big blinds.
Raise 270. Kevin raises to 270,000.
Well, Inazan is going to defend his big blind to McPhee's button raise. Inazan, big favourite here with the Jack 10 against McPhee's 9-10.
That's up to the flop.
Huh, not anymore. It's nice when he flopped the nuts, isn't it?
Great flop for McPhee. Obviously, he flops the nuts. Could be a tricky flop for Inazan. He's shown a willingness to put in a lot of chips with sort of marginal holdings. And right now he's got top pair and a gut shot. Could be trouble.
360,000. Bet by Kevin. Nice. Raising.
Music to McPhee's ears. Inazan is going to raise.
Twice now at this final table, McPhee has flopped the stone nuts and been raised. A direct return on his loose aggressive image.
Raised to 890,000.
Can McPhee afford to slow play this, though? There are two hearts out there.
There's two hearts out there. Also, there are a lot of bad cards on the turn that will kill his action. A 9 or a 10 on the turn puts a 4-card straight out there and makes someone with 1 pair or 2 pair a lot more difficult to call.
So a re-raise from McPhee. He's pumped it up to 1.7 million.
1,000.
Inazan's going to raise again.